Alright, welcome to the video, guys. We're going to be taking a look at the potential changes patch 1.22 that's going to be coming up soon. There is the common test server for this right now. I've actually never played on common test servers, but I might try it out this time. So this is just going to be a very brief overview of everything in the patch, guys. Probably no longer than 10 minutes. And then in the next video, I'm going to talk about probably all the map changes. We might even do a video on all the vehicle changes, but this is just a basic overview, so not going into detail with anything. So the British wheeled medium tanks is one of the biggest changes. I wasn't a fan of the GSOR 1010. I know that's kind of like the premium version. I wasn't impressed when I saw Steel Guts play it. It tends to snipe very well. It has good mobility as well. I catch these things coming out in areas where you would expect light tanks to be at the beginning of a game. But the tier 5, they start at tier 5, I believe, right, is a light tank. It's a light wheeled vehicle, so I'll play that one. I don't know about going up this line though, because these tanks just don't interest me, but they seem fairly balanced, I will say. Like I was looking at so if you go to this video, and there's other big CCs that are basically talking over this video, you can see all the tanks from tier 5 up to tier 10, and they talk about them in this video here. So check this out, guys. This is on YouTube right now, but you could just look at this link here. I'll highlight the link for you for a second, and you can go to this link. I might even leave it down below, and you can check that out. And this will tell you everything you need to know, but I don't want to talk over a video, guys. I just want to give you my basic thoughts. Onslaught, I don't know much about Onslaught, guys. I'm not going to talk about this. Battle Pass, I'm always happy to see Battle Pass, guys. I love when Wargaming brings out Battle Pass, new seasons of Battle Pass. Doesn't matter what the rewards are, although they're always the same thing, right? These tier 10 styles and whatever. And usually if you get the what's called expanded version or extended, you buy it, right? You buy the battle pass, you get one of those pieces of bounty equipment and whatnot. But as a free-to-play player, I like this because it's something that you can get out of playing games for free, right? Like, I don't know how else to really say it, but even if you're free to play and you're just getting the one item per stage, it's very helpful for free-to-play players because it gives them a reward basically for logging in and playing games. And I really like that because there's a lot of people that complain about, they never pay Wargaming any money and they can't play the tanks they want to play. Like that's kind of how Wargaming presents the game and how they make it work, and they want you to pay. But this is a way for them to kind of brag about saying, hey, we care about free-to-play players because look, you don't have to pay anything and you get a reward. Yeah, you can pay to win and get 3 times that, but this is nice, guys, because again, you don't have to pay anything. Like I haven't paid for the 3rd battle pass, and you get something every single stage. So take advantage of this if you're a free-to-play player. Trust me, like it's worth it to log in and play tanks, and you only have to go up to tier 6. So you don't even have to play that competitive of a tier. You can play tier 6. You have a couple tier 6s and you can get a few hundred battle pass points, right? So I love this, man. I really, really do. I know some people might not agree with me, but I like this, and I've never had a problem with the battle passes. There are changes to vehicles. I might talk about that in another video. There are changes to maps. I will definitely talk about this. I'm probably going to record it right now after this one. This is really cool, guys. There is a story mode that they're going to come out with for the boot camp. This, I don't know why it took them this long to make this, because this is really awesome and it's going to influence new players to get into the game, right? If you have a PvE story mode, like that's really awesome, man. This is such a great idea, and I'm so glad that they're doing something like this. Like this is very thoughtful of Wargaming. It's kind of rare from them, like to bring something to the game like this, but I like it, man. And I'll probably play it. I'm assuming you can play it even if you're not a new player, like just a way to go into the boot camp or the new story mode, and I'll play it because this is just very, very interesting. The Watt Plus, I'm in the minority here apparently. I like the Watt Plus, guys. I find it to be very beneficial for someone who wants to kind of be in the middle between just giving a little money a month and not paying at all. Well, I should say 3 things. So not paying Wargaming at all, and then kind of being in that little middle ground where you pay a little bit, and then here's the people over here that pay like $50 a month to be stat padding and all, gold spamming all the time and whatever. I like the Watt Plus. Again, I think I'm in the minority because when I watch certain streamers present information on Watt Plus, they always have that face where they don't seem to agree with Wargaming bringing out the Watt Plus. Maybe it is a money grab, right? But I like it, guys. $10 a month, and they're adding a daily login bonus. You already get the gold reserve. Like, I feel like it's worth even more than $10 if you're going to be playing the game a lot. And I come from games where I already pay, like World of Warcraft was $15 a month. World of Warcraft, guys, $15 a month you had to pay to play that game, and I actually paid it. I thought the game was worth it. It's like 12 or 13 for Final Fantasy. So I haven't played Final Fantasy in months, but I still pay the subscription so that I can play it whenever I want. I find the subscription to be worth it. I really do. Like, this is not. I know that Skill for LTU had a video saying this exact same thing, but it's not uncommon for there to be like subscription services for games. That's how a lot of companies like to kind of get you to consistently pay for their game. I don't mind it though at all. I really don't. Like, I find it to be worth it, and the fact that they're now going to add a daily login bonus just makes it more worth it to me. Everyone has their own opinions, guys. You don't have to pay Wargaming if you don't want to, but I personally find Watt Plus to be worth more than $10 a month even. Like, I would probably pay 15 a month. I would think. I don't think I would go to 20, but I would probably pay 15 a month for now what they're bringing in this daily login bonus. So again, you guys have your own opinions, but that's what I think. And then I'm also going to be in the minority for this one, guys. This is huge. Auto flipping tanks, right? I actually like this feature, but hear me out. I'm not saying I 100% agree with what they're going to bring into the game, because what it's going to be, from what I've been told, is you're going to your vehicle, if it's flipped over on its side or on the turret, right, that you're going to be flipped back over automatically in 15 seconds. I don't like 15 seconds. I feel like it should be 30, because if you're in the heat of a battle, right, I think that if you're running off a cliff and flipping your tank over and there's an enemy there, such as like FE 4005, right, and he's just shot, he now has like a 40-second reload, and in 15 seconds you can just automatically flip over and start running circles around him again. So I feel like they should change it so that if you're being hit by an enemy or something, that counter resets, or just make it like 30 seconds or something, man. But I like the feature, and here's why. The physics, guys. The physics in this game is not good. It's just kind of, it's very unrealistic, actually. Tanks act like they're like a quarter of the weight that they really are. Like, tanks don't do barrel rolls and crap, man. You know, like, tanks are very, very heavy, guys. Like, your average tank is like 50 tons. You know how much that is, man? You know, to compare, your average car is probably like, I don't know, 1.5 tons or something like that. Like, these things are heavy, man. They are heavy, and I like, I actually like the physics engine right now, because I feel like it makes the game fun, right? If it was like, if the physics engine was really realistic, I feel like the game wouldn't be as fun. People wouldn't be ramming and jumping off cliffs and whatever. But the point I'm saying is, Wargaming has these little rocks and little things in the game sometimes that are hidden by bushes or whatever. And if you hit them in a light tank, you go freaking 10 feet in the air and like flip over. And sometimes you'll throw a game just because you hit something the wrong way. And that's where I hate not having this feature. If there's some kind of dumb physics crap that happens to you when you're in a light tank and you like flip over, it's happened to me in the LTTB a lot. Like, you would go over like a little ridge line and the whole tank would just go like, whoa, and you flip over. Like, dude, this is not realistic. The tank weighs so much, man. This would never happen in real life. But in Wargaming's physics engine, it happens, right? Tanks would dig into the ground, guys. Like, really dig into the ground. That's why they have tracks, because they're so freaking heavy. Like, this doesn't happen, man. In my opinion, like, I don't think these physics are realistic at all. But anyway, that's what's going to happen, guys. It's going to be a 15-second auto flip over, and I wish they would just tweak it a little bit so that they made it longer, or made it, you know, more rewarding for enemies if they somehow flipped you over, right? If the counter reset or something like that. But again, I'm going to be in the minority because I actually like this and I like this, and you know, everyone has their own opinions, but that's it, guys. So that's the updates for 1.22. Again, this is potential update 1.22 changes, but I think most of this stuff has been confirmed and is going to be put in place, but they do have little tweaks here and there. Like Wargaming does listen to the player base rarely. They listen, but it is rare, right? But sometimes they will take into consideration what everyone says, and certain things won't be put into place, like Crew 2.0. I don't think that ever, you know, went any further than like the first common test or whatever. Like people are like, sucks, man. Like, what are you guys doing? And they never put in that whole thing. They might have did something a little, like some kind of little change, guys. Like I know with the Sixth Sense they changed that, but there was never any huge crew changes put into the game because everyone's like, why are you fixing what isn't broken? No one has complained about this. So that's all, guys. I'm going to get into the map changes now, but I hope this is informative and just felt like I should share my opinion on the upcoming update. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.